I'd really appreciate you turn on your videos so I can see you and you can see me. I can listen to you and you can listen to me. Thank you, Reena ji. Thank you so much. What about the rest? Thank you, Dr. Lingeshwari. Yes. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the evening's wisdom sharing session. Thank you, Indiraji. Thank you so much. Really appreciate, because I'd like to see all and know if I'm going in the right track or the wrong track. And then accordingly, I can change my path. I want to be with you all. So the subject for this evening, the topic of discussion is loving people while prioritizing ourselves. We all have family, our spouse, parents, our own siblings, brothers, sisters, cousins. And we all wish the best for all our folks, right from our nieces, our nephews, right from our cousins, right from our siblings. And sometimes, like, have you ever observed you want something else for your little brother and your little brother wants something else with regards to making a life partner choice or making a decision regarding career, studies, or BA or BCom or BSc or mass media? So I'd like to ask you all a very quick question. Have you at some point of time really buried your face in your like in your palms and says, what is my dearest person up to? I'm trying my best to tell my dearest sister or my dearest brother, my dear, don't go there. It is not worth it. You can do something else. I'm telling you. And no matter how much you are praying, pleading, begging, that wonderful brother, sister, niece, nephew is saying, no, thanks. I'm on my own path. I know what I'm doing. Thanks, but no thanks. And then you are lost and saying, am I not expressing myself rightly, or the person is not able to comprehend what I'm saying? I'd like to hear from you before I start this very quick explanation. Reena ji, shoot. Uh, who else would like to say something?
Vindhya ji wanted to share something.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Please
Yes,
go
ma'am. Yes, Vindhya ji. Good evening. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Hi.
Oh, no, I think I unmuted by mistake. Let me listen to others. I'll share after. Thank you.
All right. Sure. So your convenience.
I had a similar experience. My sister, when I was in the college, she fell in love, and I was keep saying that this is not right. You don't do this, and she was ignored me. She was keep saying no. I know. I said, you're so young, and you have to know. Daddy's mommy has got lots of dreams. You don't do this sort of thing. He's so older than you. He's a professor. You're just a student. But she was not listening. Yeah, it happened. Very, very strange. And my sweet sister, can't believe it. Now she doesn't talk to me completely in her own way. She is happy, 2 children, everything happy, but didn't listen to me.
Right. Someone else would like to join in? Yeah, I understand, Reena ji. Someone else would like to share a similar experience? Or maybe we may not want to express it on this medium, but the fact of it is we all have at some point of time experience, sometimes broke our head to the wall. For heaven's sake, understand what I'm saying. This guy is not good for you. What have you studied? Where's this? And blah, blah, and blah. And then we feel like losers or negative of life, and you want to just not comprehend what magic has happened. So I got my notes ready. I'd love to share with all of you and read it out. And maybe at the end of it, we can have another discussion as well. So there's this very famous quote by the very lovely French-born American diarist, novelist, and the essayist. Her name is Anais Nin. And she says, rather, she quoted and said that you cannot save people. You can only love them. So this emphasizes the importance of loving others without trying to change or fix them. One common theme is the futility of trying to save others who do not want to be saved. People often get caught into a savior complex where they feel they are responsible for fixing others' problems. And this can lead to disappointment and frustration. Instead, it's more effective to focus on loving and supporting others without trying to change them. Ultimately, this quote actually expresses that love is the most powerful force we can offer others. And it is through love we can offer others that this love will find redemption and healing. Now, many of us may say, how can I stop feeling responsible for somebody else's problem? Especially with those we are closely connected, especially our siblings, family, cousins, a close cousin or a niece, or someone very dear. So I have a few ideas I'd like to share with all of you. And the first of it is recognize the difference between responsibility for others versus responsibility to others. Recognize that you are not responsible for the other person's feelings. While you can influence how the other person feels to some degree, you are not the cause of their emotion. Avoid the delusion that their feelings are your fault. Focus on being responsible to the other person by supporting them, while allowing them to be responsible for themselves. You can be for them without taking over. Another second idea is avoid over empathizing and blurring the boundaries between you as well as the other person. Remember that you are separate people with separate feelings and thoughts and ideas. Don't take on their emotions as your responsibility. Avoid trying to control or fix the other person's situation. We can offer support and listen, but ultimately, they need to take responsibility for their own life. Another idea is learn to let go and step back when needed. And as my teacher had once taught me, is back off in simple words. It's hard to watch someone struggle, but repeatedly giving advice or trying to control the outcome is counterproductive. Take a break, breathe, and accept that you can't change everything. Set clear boundaries about what you're willing and able to help. Say no to requests that go beyond your boundaries or capabilities. And it's not selfish to take care of yourself, as well as please avoid giving false hope. I will be there for you. When you don't want to be there, you can very gently say, I would want to be there, but I cannot be there. Another very important and a wonderful idea is Improve your emotional intelligence by getting to know yourself better through journaling and allowing yourself to fully feel your emotions. Suppress your own emotions prevents you from having happy reciprocal relationships. While we journal our thoughts, I wanted my sister, I wanted my brother to marry a doctor. But for whatever reason, my beloved family member has chosen to marry a professor. For some odd reason, in my mind, I am not happy with it. And that is causing me further disturbances. The least I can do is write it down. I wanted this, I felt this. And when you put your emotions to paper, you are letting go of it. The last of it is reflecting on your motivations for helping. Ask yourself, are you doing it out of genuine care, concern, or to avoid your own problems and burdens? Helping others is definitely healthy, but make sure you are not neglecting your own needs. The key is to expand your understanding of responsibility, maintain clear boundaries, and prioritize your own self-care. With practice, you can let go of the burden of trying to save another person and focus on loving them instead. I tried my best to keep it brief and the best ideas I thought I would share with all of you. I can see Indiraji smiling. Thank you. That's what, we all want out of love, we want to save. But people have their own thoughts, ideas, dreams, aspirations. And the quicker we learn this, we are helping ourselves from suffering a heartache. What I thought for my brother, what choice he made, and we are going through suffering. And most of us, we take it upon ourselves. Therefore, I said the Messiah complex. I am the God, I am the elder sister, it is my responsibility. I'd like to hear from all of you, and we can make this more interactive, please.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Ritaji. That's wonderful sharing and beautiful points. This topic comes down to only one line or one word, which is non-interference. Accepting as they are, and whatever they bring forth to us, we just have to say, if you are okay with it, just go ahead with it. In my case, it's not me having thoughts about my brothers or sisters or my family members, but in my case, it was my dad. My dad was thinking that I should become an engineer. So, and he never wanted me to become an artist because he has his own ideas that, artists can't earn money, or, they can't be independent. They, a lot of misconceptions that he was having for an artist. That's why at that time, he didn't allow. However, with the support of my mom and my aunt, so I could able to get into art school, and I could pursue the art. At the end, he could see that how happy I am while painting, and he shows to his friends that, see, this is what my daughter does. The only thing is here, I hear from Patriji that he says non-interference. If somebody comes and tells you this, go ahead with that. If somebody comes and tells you it is not working, it is okay. Everything is okay. Everything is in acceptance. not interfering, and prioritizing yourself. Here again, when I read this line of yours, the title of yours, I thought, okay, it's about self-love. Self-love is very, very important. We always love, we have love for others, but we don't have love for our own self. And there was one time where I was thinking about others and taking care of others, where I didn't take care of myself. So there comes Patricia and says that, do you think that you are a great person by sacrificing, or by showing a way to others, or feeding others but not feeding your own self? So then he had corrected me that, first help yourself and then you can help others. And only we should help others when it is asked. We are not here to suggest anybody. If they come and ask us, what should I do? Then it will be good to give our ideas. Okay, this is what I will do, but not this is what you should do. We should never say that. If I would have been in your place, I would have done this way. So in that way, there is so much of like light energy that goes. There is no harsh feelings, or there is no authority. There is no. It's very easy actually when things dealt in that way, and all these things can only happen. All these understandings can only happen when we are in the a practice of meditation, or in the great company of people. So all these concepts, it won't come just like that. It has to be done a lot of work on ourselves. Then the non-interference, acceptance, helping ourselves, they all come forth. Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's true. It's so very true, Madhuji. The more we can live in a state of acceptance, and apart from this, if many of us live in this thought process, we are bound to save. We're not bound to save anyone. We're just bound to love and let people make their own decisions for themselves. And we love them and support them and bless them. Someone else would like to say something?
Thank you very much, Rita ji. Beautiful session. Actually, very apt for my thoughts today, because I was thinking about these terms. I mean, past few months, my sister is in a problem, so I was actually I'm supporting her, I would say. And then came this. I was listening to the people what saying, and then I got this message saying that there are 4 words I just picked up: acceptance, listening with compassion, and non-judgmental, and non-interference. So these 4 words I memorized when I was talking to her as well, because I mean it is so important. I'm the eldest in the family, so I used to feel the responsibility, or not responsibility, but I have to support my family or like my siblings. But after coming into meditation and learning from Patriji's messages, Madhuji, everyone actually, all the masters, then I understood the concept, and I'm actually trying to practice as well. So this time when I was supporting her, it was completely different. I mean, it was like non-judgmental, because if it is the fault of her or other person, it doesn't matter, because we'll be listening to one-sided, and she's my sister, so I have got like that love, and you are, so it just comes into judgment and then say that other person is wrong. So this time it was completely different when I am like talking to her or supporting her. I'm giving her advice regarding whom to contact, or like some counseling and support, but it was never never like never the I was not angry about the other person, or because she's in really really in big problem. So this is completely different. And today also I was talking to her, and I was thinking about those words. And it is so apt that you you spoke about the same thing, and then thank you very much. And with Madhu as well. So lovely session. Thank you so much. Thank you. It just
It's
gives
also,
us.
yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, say something.
Yeah, it just gives like know how what do I say? Energies come, or like know how the right help comes. Like now I was thinking, and I wrote on a paper as well these 4 words, and I was thinking when I speak to her as well, should be my mental status. And then you spoke about the same thing, and Madhuji said same thing. So thank you so much.
Another example, as simple, say somebody's drowning, your own person's drowning. Okay, the person knows the water is deep or the tide is high. This person is choosing to drown. Out of love, the least or maximum what I can do is give my hand and say, Baba, please hold my hand. Come. But if the person chooses to not accept that assistance, we have to reach that stage where, like, okay, we are two different individuals, two different sentiments we have got. And, I accept it and I want to be non-judgmental, as Madhuji said, and it's fine. It's deep, it's very deep, it's very difficult to practice, and it doesn't come at the drop of a hat. I've got my own sibling and my own folks, and I can be so pushy at times out of love. Baby, don't do this, don't do this. You're not feeling well. How can you drink cold water? My beloved sister still wants to have cold water. Now, because I'm deep into meditation in recent times, I know, like, I bless you. I love you. And all the best. Someone else would like to share something? Reena ji, makes sense. And I hope it, makes you
Yeah,
feel better of yourself and
eh,
smile. All the best. Wish you the best.
if
That, like that,
I'm feeling like if I can rewind the time, I wish that time I knew all this. I was doing meditation that time also, but it's like if too much love, too much protection. Like if she was younger than me, so I was thinking I'll protect her. So and now I'm thinking, yeah, I can do only send love. That's only I can do. Thank you, Indraji, also, and Madhuji. Wonderful. So wonderful message. Beautiful. Yeah, I have to practice now.
When we know better, we do better, Reenaji. So no point thinking of the past and beating yourself. It was meant to be,
Mhm.
but this moment, this evening, something else you have learned. So might as well from this moment onwards, we can try and put this into practice. Little by little. It's not going to come suddenly out of the blue. And sometimes our love is so fierce, including myself. My love is very fierce, very possessive I can be. Sister, oh my God, and whatnot. But now I'm, yes, back off, and everybody's an adult. Everybody's intelligent. They've got their own thought process. And I do not need to be the savior or the messiah as I thought I was for some odd reason in my earlier, thought process. Yeah. Yes, Vindhya ji.
Thank you, Rita ji, for a beautiful topic. And like always, I love the way you give the message and then have interaction. And like Madhu ji said, I agree totally. The strong, one word that comes is non-interference, and I'm learning that. I'm so thankful that I'm into the spirituality or these wisdom sessions. I think day in, day out, we all face situations where we are faced with this decision. Though I learn again and again that different, we are in relationships and it happens. And the Messiah is strong word, but it feels like that. I personally, I felt, seeing my dad, he was always of a very helpful nature. He took care of the whole family, sisters, brothers, and anybody who came. He was always, and that I used to feel good, and I also felt the same compassion, and I wanted to help. I mean, it just normally comes to me, like be nice to others. And I come across these multiple times, and with friends also, like, anything happens, misunderstanding, I feel like, I should help. And then at that time I was not into meditation, but when I heard about soul plan and non-interference, I've realized that the biggest lesson I learned was with my brother. And like, we all have siblings. I think everyone here is talking about same. So he, and I've talked about this multiple times. He's gone through some business partnership issues, like in 7, 8 years, still going on strong court cases and issues. So that took a toll. And I always, initially I felt bad for him. Then I wanted to be there for him, and I tried. Obviously, I knew financial help I couldn't give much, but my dad was there, and it was affecting my parents. And I wanted to do something. It's my family, right? And it was going on, and he went into depression. His children too. But the only time I could really help was when I let go, and I just was like, this is his soul plan, and I was there for him. I was actually like, just not feeling bad for him. Then he could reach out to me, just talk about other things, not about just this thing. And that brought him, like, our connection became stronger, and he could always talk to me just to feel better. And I feel those things helped a lot. And again, so I was not saving, but I was just being myself, and that helped. It went into their relationships. Then I thought, and like, my sister-in-law kept on reaching out to me, please help me out. And I thought I could try, through these. And she went into like psychological issues, where she felt she couldn't trust anyone, and she felt everybody was her enemy. And I would get texts, and it was bothering me. Again, I let go. And I said, when I was there physically, I gave her a hug. And like you said, love is a strong word, and all you can do is love. So it helps. When I'm away, she thinks lots of things in her mind and thinks I'm not. But the strongest thing is, I'm happy. I'm not feeling guilty. I am there when I can. What I can do, I'm doing. Another thing is their soul plan and non-interference, like Motherji said. Non-interference, I think, doesn't mean we just think, let them suffer. No, but, we empathize. We are there. And anytime they reach out, I'm there. So thank you for, and with children too, so many times I've let go, let them learn. It's fine. Before I couldn't, I wanted to protect. No job, I wanted to suggest. I'm like, it's okay, if not this year, next year. But once they learn it much stronger. They know exactly what to do, like, when they make a mistake and come out. So thank you. You're muted.
Thank you, Vindhya-ji. I think in my earlier life as well, maybe out of love, I was called, she's too interfering. I think the world wasn't able to understand that Rita is not really interfering, but she's being protective. But now, with a lot of my learning and my awakening in a different realm altogether, I wish people well, let them do. And if they have to fall, they will. The least I can do is offer them a cushion, lest they fall. And at the end of the day, somehow I've realized, after maybe burning my fingers, is each one makes decisions for themselves. Thank you, Madhuji. That one terminology of the interference, it really pricked me, because I was long time back told off, you're too interfering. And I tried my best to defend, but it was just, beyond comprehension. And also, when you're in a not so pleasant state of mind, you take things deeply to your heart. It may have not been spoken in the right sense, but yeah. But I'm glad today. I'm like, I wish you well, all the best, and thank you, Reena ji. Rita is a very common, familiar name all over the world. Yeah, it's also very Italian. It's very Indian. I got to know it's also very Arabic. Also Lebanon, there are Rita. So yeah. Anybody would like to make any comment? Otherwise, we can end the session. Thank you very much for your participation. I believe this non-interference tagline, we are taking it deep into our souls as we walk into the world, realizing that when people reach out, we help them and we bless them nevertheless. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you once again, Rita ji.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Great session. Thank you.